以下是耶稣针对奇迹正文第6章爱的课题第2节投射之外的选择所做的示意，请在看完奇迹正文第6章第2节之后再来聆听。You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one that you know as Jesus. When you look at this world, you think it exists outside of your mind. 你确实是有福之人，我是你所知的耶稣。当你看着这个世界时，你认为它存在你的心灵之外。And every one of you agrees with that assumption that the world exists outside of your mind. But in actual fact, the world is the greatest projection. 每个人都同意世界存在自己心灵之外这个假设。事实上，世界是最为庞大的投射。These are images within your mind that you are putting out there, and you believe them to be out there.If you actually look at the interpretation or perception, it all takes place within your consciousness. 那些投射都是你心中的一些影像，你把那些影像放在外面，并且相信它们就在外面。如果你确实地看看自己的解读或认知，你会看出它都发生在你的意识当中。It does not take place outside of your consciousness. It takes place within your consciousness. 如果你的解读或认知并非发生在你的意识之外，而是在你的意识之内。So everything that you are seeing is in fact projected from images within your own mind. 换言之，你所看到的一切都是由你心中的影像投射出去的。This is a very, very challenging thing for you to think about, because you have been taught.All of you have been taught for a long, long time that the world is an objective thing outside of you. 这对你来说是非常难以理解的观念，因为你们大家长久以来被教导的观念就是，世界是存在你之外的客观现实。But the truth of the matter is, you are all experiencing a very, very different world from within your own consciousness. And this is where war starts. You disagree on what you are seeing, and therefore you disagree on how to manage it. 事实上，你们大家都在自己的意识内体验到极为不同的世界，这也是战争的起源。你们对于眼前的事物有着不同的观点，因而对于如何管理那些事物也有不同的看法。What we want you to understand is that it is in bringing peace into your own mind first that corrects perception. 我们希望你了解的是，你要先将平安带入自己心中，才能修正你的认知。So what most of you do in your world is, you look outside of yourselves, you look at your bodies, and you look at images outside of yourselves, and you think, if I change that thing out there, then I will feel better. If I can make that look like this, and this look like that, and if I can make that person change, then I will feel better. I will be happy. 你们大部分的人情况时，你会看着在你之外的事物，比如你看着自己的身体，看着你之外的影像，而说，如果我改变外面的那些事情，我就会感觉好一点。如果我能够让那件事情像这样，或是这件事情像那样，如果我能够让那个人改变，我就会感觉好一点，我就会感到快乐。But what we want you to understand is that everything that you are feeling unhappy about is coming from within your own consciousness. It is not coming from outside of your consciousness.但我们希望你了解的是，让你感到不快乐的所有事情都是源自你的意识，而非来自你的意识之外。It is coming from within your own mind, and the interpretation that you make about the world is what you feel every second of every day.它是源于你自己的内心，你在每一天的每一秒所感受到的，都是你对世界的解读。And so it is logical for you to understand that if you feel something within you that has been generated by the images that your mind is creating, then you are solely responsible for how you feel, and you are solely responsible for the world in front of you. And...That is true. You are. And it is. 因此，你理当了解这一点。如果你在心中感觉到什么，须知它是源自于你内心所创造的影像。因此，你要对自己的感觉负完全的责任，且要对你眼前的世界负完全的责任。事实便是如此。So,What we want you to understand is that there is help for you to heal this perception and these misperceptions that you have about reality. The Holy Spirit is the great comforter, that being, that consciousness, that connection to the divine that you have been given to help you reinterpret.The world. 同时请了解，你能够得到帮助来疗愈你的认知，以及你对现实所做的错误解读。圣灵是伟大的保惠师、抚慰者，它是你被赋予的意识，也是你与神圣源头的连接，以帮助你重新诠释这个世界。So when you look at the world through fear, through conditioning programs, you are mistaken. Always, you are mistaken. 当你透过恐惧的眼光或是制约的思想程式来看世界时，你便会错误的解读，你总是错解。What the Holy Spirit does is...It teaches you using that which you believe to be true, but what you believe to be true is not true. So what the Holy Spirit uses is everything you believe in to give you a new experience. 圣灵所做的便是，他利用你信以为真的事物来教导你。然而，你信以为真的事物不是真实的。所以圣灵所做的就是用你所相信的一切来给予你一种全新的经验。And it can happen very, very slowly when you are in resistance to that teaching. It can take many incarnations to unlearn the misperceptions that you believe in.如果你抗拒这个教导，你会很慢才获得新的经验，甚至可能需要花费几世的人生才能解除你对错误解读的信念。What A Course in Miracles is doing and can do is it can change the generator of those misperceptions relatively quickly. Now the course feels very, very slow. 365 lessons, the big text. Practice, practice, practice. What we want you to understand is that this course is designed to transform your inner conscious far quicker than anything else, and it will save you so much time over the years that you employ it in your consciousness expansion adventure. 奇迹课程所做的，且是他所能做的，就是相当快速的改变那些错误解读的制造源。虽然操练这部课程感觉起来很慢，因为有365课，还有厚厚的正文，且要不断的练习，练习再练习。但是请了解，这部课程的设计就是用比其他途径更快的方式来转化你内在的意识。几年下来，它会为你省去许多的时间，只要你在自己的意识扩展旅程中运用它。So we want to encourage you to continue to practice forgiveness, to continue to practice non-judgment, to continue to ask for help and guidance, because in that you are saying tacitly that you understand that your perception is distorted and that you are seeing things incorrectly. 因此，我们想鼓励你继续练习宽恕，继续练习不批判，继续请求帮助与指引。因为在请求的当下，你等于默认你了解自己的认知受到扭曲，且你正错误地看待事情。When you pray to have your perception shifted and transformed so that you can see the truth, you are in fact taking the shortest cut there is to a healed mind, because you are indeed admitting that it needs to be healed. 当你祈求自己的认知得到转化，好让你能看到真相时，你实际上是在走捷径，即疗愈你的心灵，因为你确实承认你的心灵需要疗愈。And this, of course, is the ego's greatest game, to tell you that you don't need your mind healed, that it has answers to all of your problems. In fact, it is the cause of all your problems. 然而，小我最大的把戏就是告诉你，你不需要疗愈你的心灵，它已经有了你所有的解答。因此，你今天需要听到的讯息就是，小我才是你所有问题的肇因。And that is what you need to hear today. The ego is the cause of all your problems, and it says all of issues are outside, over there, in that person, in that country, in that enemy. There is nothing wrong with you. 但小我告诉你，所有的问题都在外面，在那个人、那个国家、那个仇敌身上，你自己是没有问题的。Now we are saying you are perfect.Here, there is nothing wrong with you. There are some distortions that are overlaid over top of your perfection. And that is what we are working in eliminating through the practices and through the lessons and through the teachings of this ministry.虽然我们会说你在此是完美的，你没有问题，但是有一些扭曲覆盖在你的完美本质上。这些扭曲正是我们透过这个教导，透过让你练习这部课程来帮助你移除的部分。You are indeed a sacred being. You are made in the image of God, and you have so much support that you do not even understand, that you do not even realize you have cast yourself drift with your ego in change and your belief in separation, driving the way you look at the world. 你确实是神圣的生命，你是依照上主的形象所造，而且你获得许多的支持，但是对这些支持你根本不明白，甚至没有察觉，你任凭小我来掌控你，让分裂的信念主导你看待世界的眼光。It has to change for you to be able to achieve the goals that you have set for yourself in this incarnation. For this is the end of a spiritual season, and this is the incarnation in which you are being given the opportunity to reintegrate the mind and to come to a place of self-awareness and peace, assisted in that journey by the Holy Spirit, by me, and by your brothers and sisters. 你必须改变这种状态，才能达成你自己为这一世所设定的目标。因为现在是灵性时节的尾声，而你在这一世获得机会来重整自己的心灵，以达到自觉与平安的境界，且你在这趟旅程中获得圣灵，还有我以及兄弟姐妹的帮助。I am that one that you know as Jesus, and I will speak to you again soon. 我是你所知的 JC， 我们很快再续。